They're just doing now.
Anna, I just want to make sure you can hear us.
Yes, I can. Can you
Cool.
hear me?
We can hear you.
Good.
All right. So good evening and welcome to the October 11th, 2022 City Council Special Meeting. I am Mayor Ross and tonight's special meeting is being brought to you live using video conferencing technology provided by Zoom. Tonight's recording will be posted on the city's YouTube channel. So thank you for joining us tonight. Interim City Clerk, would you please take the roll?
Yes, Councilmember Benson,
Not yet.
Councilmember Christensen,
Here.
Councilmember Holloway,
Here.
Councilmember Johnson,
Here.
Councilmember Lassay,
Here.
Councilmember Mayhew,
Here.
Councilmember Wanton,
Here.
Mayor Ross.
I am here. Oh, and looks like Councilor Benson is just arriving, so you're all here this evening.
Say here.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank you, Interim City Clerk. Thank you, Dana. Okay. As a reminder, members must seek recognition from the chair before speaking and be sure to raise your hand. So now we move to the first item of business. Okay, council, tonight we will continue deliberations of the combination of AB 22-098 Snoqualmie Mill Planned Commercial Industrial Plan and AB 22-114 Snoqualmie Mill Development Agreement during this special workshop. Please note that because the city council consideration of the mill site PCI plan is a closed record proceeding, public comment on the mill site quasi-judicial land use matter will not be accepted, nor are we taking public comment on the development agreement this evening. City Attorney Sturbank, will you address the legal parameters pertaining to quasi-judicial land use matters, including the appearance of fairness doctrine, please?
Yes, I will. Thank you, Mayor, and good evening, Council. Following the practice in all the preceding meetings and quasi-judicial meetings related to the mill site, I'll ask Council members a brief series of questions that relate to the appearance of fairness doctrine. Council met on this matter last evening, and so my questions are just designed to elicit any information about, first of all, a change in the status of your relationship or potential relationships, if any, with representatives of Snoqualmie Mill Ventures on the one hand, or representatives of or members of the project opponents, the Snoqualmie Community Action Network. Has there been any change in that for any of the council members? Councilmember Benson?
No.
Councilmember Watton?
No.
Councilmember Holloway?
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew?
No.
Councilmember Lassay?
No.
Councilmember Christensen?
No.
Councilmember Johnson?
No.
Thank you. Since last evening when you met on this matter, have you received any or participated in any quasi ex parte communications related to this project? Councilmember Benson?
No.
Councilmember Watton?
No.
Councilmember Holloway?
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew?
No.
Councilmember Lassay?
No.
Councilmember Christensen?
No.
Councilmember Johnson?
No.
Any reason that you believe you cannot decide this matter fairly and impartially? Councilmember Benson?
No.
Councilmember Watton?
No.
Councilmember Holloway?
No.
Pro Tem Mayhew?
No.
Councilmember Lissay,
No.
Councilmember Christensen,
No.
Councilmember Johnson.
No.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Those conclude my questions. I'll turn it back to you.
Great, thank you, City Attorney Sturbank. So council, before we start deliberations, is there a desire to hold a closed session regarding the quasi judicial land use matter this evening?
So moved.
It's moved to have a closed session by Councilor Wanton and second by Councilor Christensen. Is there any discussion regarding that? Not seeing any hands online or in the chambers. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay. Nay.
Any opposed, nay? So I heard two nays. Okay, so
Roll call.
5 in favor and 2, Councilor Lissay and Councilor Holloway voted against. Is that correct? Okay. Okay,
Point of
so-
clarification, point of order.
yes,
Council member Mayhew, is that an aye or a no?
That is a vote no.
3 votes. Okay. 4 votes yes, 3 votes no. Okay, so we're going to close session this evening then. So closed session pursuant to RCW 42.30.140.2 regarding a quasi judicial matter between named parties is distinguished from a matter having general effect on the public or on a class or group. City Attorney Sturbank, how much time do you anticipate we will need for the closed session and who should attend?
Mayor, I'm uncertain on the time. It will depend on the issues that council wishes to discuss. I know we have 3 hours allotted this evening. I would suggest, if council is not sure at this moment, that we indicate an hour and a half. We could come back if that's not enough time. Could and extend. And the participants would be the same as in prior closed session discussions, the council, yourself, City Administrator Sauerwein, myself, Ms. Arteche, and Mr. Rogers.
Councilor Johnson, thank you.
The reason that I voted for this was not to actually go for the entire time. I was hoping that we could maybe just even do 1 hour and perhaps come back and do an open session. So that'd be my suggestion. And then we could always extend if we need to. But personal opinion is I don't think that we would need more than an hour.
Any other comments regarding that?
I'm in agreement as well.
Okay, so we will recommend going till 7:10 and then returning. Does that work for everyone? Right. Do you want to vote on it? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? No.
Nay. Nay.
Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew, did you have a vote?
I voted yes.
Okay, so there's vote 5 in favor going till 7:10 PM and 2 opposed, Councilor Holloway and Councilor Lissay. Okay, so this will be a closed session and there will be no action taken, but we will come back to live session then around 7:10. And we do have a link online that we will go into. So I think, so Jason, do you?
Might as well stay up here.
So I think what we'll try to do, and I'll work with Jimmy in IT on this, I think we can have Jimmy maintain the council webinar on his computer, so we'll continue being there. If people were to log in, they certainly wouldn't see or hear anything. We will switch this screen over to the executive site or the closed session link, so we can continue speaking with the city attorney and Mayor Pro Tem. And then when we, depending on how the council's discussion goes, we can switch things back over as needed if we come back into open session.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to get out of this. We're going to go to the executive session or closed session. And the link will remain open, but it will be no recording and no sound. Is that correct?
Correct.
And Dana McCall, you're on the other side of it. So if you can hear anything while you're there, please let us know.
Yeah, I will.
Let's be-
Yep, I'll leave my computer on and wait for you guys to come back.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So I guess we leave this and get into the other link.
I assume we'll
All right, we have returned into open session. It is now 8:21 PM. Council, we have any more questions? I think we're looking for a time to meet regarding any open items on the development agreement and PCI plan. Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew?
I just want to confirm that the next meeting that this council has authorized of the council is in fact on the 24th. Is that correct?
Well, we would need to move. That is the regular time for the council meeting.
That's a council meeting. That is correct. Councilor Watton?
Was there not a schedule that was already published prior to of special meetings and reserved times?
Has been attached to the information that's come out with the revised on the Excel spreadsheet that showed this. And it was listed as tentative, whether we decide whether we needed this future one or not. Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew?
So someone can put anything they want on a piece of paper. Did this council ever authorize a meeting of the full council at any time between now and the 24th?
We have 5 meetings between now and the 24th.
5 meetings of the full council between now and the 24th have been authorized by this council.
We have council committee meetings and we have a workshop.
False.
Councilor
Now we're
Holloway?
just telling stories.
So, no. So can I ask 2 questions and get a sense of the council? One, would the council like to have a meeting prior to the next council meeting to discuss Snoqualmie Mill development? Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down?
It's an emotion.
Well, I'm just getting this is called a sense of the council. I'll make a motion. I just don't want to make a motion if nobody wants to do it. Okay, it's kind of pointless. Because we get it, if we think we want to have another meeting, discuss potential return on offer or whatever, then let's get into discussion of when next week. Okay, I'm cleaning the slate and saying, do you want it? If you want it, when do you want it?
Councilor Johnson?
I'm curious, based on our last. Okay, what I seem to recall was that we extended the time period in which we had to come to a decision, and I'm wondering at what point does that extension expire? Because it seemed to me that there was some deadline at which point we would have to ask for another extension if we went beyond that.
City Attorney?
I would defer to Mr. Rogers. I thought that the extension was through October.
My I will go look for the letter momentarily. I believe it was through the council meeting on the 24th, but we'll confirm that.
Councilor Johnson?
If it is the 24th, then we would have to decide if we think we need another meeting before we made a decision, or if we wanted to ask for another extension. I guess that's what would be on the table if the 24th is the deadline currently.
Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew?
I don't want an extension. I don't want another meeting. Put it on the calendar for the 24th. Let's vote and be done with it.
Does everyone agree with that? Any discussion? Councilor Christensen?
I just want to ensure that as we're asking for public comment, that we are able to give the public enough information that they can come forward and review it, that they have adequate time, and that we can take their comments under advisement. That is my concern.
Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew?
If the applicant doesn't want to allow for that, If the applicant wants to allow for that, they can give us more time. But I'm not willing to give up night after night after night. This is unreasonable what we're doing. And the applicant forcing us to do that. No, it's too much. If they want to extend it, then we can extend it. Otherwise, put the thing they've put on the table in front of the public and let's go vote.
I don't believe they're forcing us to do anything. Any other discussion? Councillor Watton,
I'm still of the mindset of having a meeting on the 19th so that we allow enough time for us to deliberate and bring it to the public on the 24th.
Is that a motion?
is that a motion?
So move.
Second.
Moved by Councillor Watton, second by Councillor Holloway to hold the meeting that we have scheduled on October 19th, starting at 6 p.m. We've had just any more discussion regarding that? All those in, Councillor say,
I will be requesting a excused absence. I will not be available.
okay. Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew,
I will be requesting excused absence. I will not be available.
all right. Anyone else? Councillor
I-
Benson,
Really don't want to be here on that night, but
On that night or for that subject?
no.
I want to know what you're really doing.
Wednesdays are just very hard for me.
Councillor Johnson,
It's difficult to take another night away from my family. But in order to do my due diligence to the public, I feel like I need to have another meeting before the 24th. If that is going to be the date that a decision would need to be rendered. Do we have an answer really quick, staff? Is it 24th?
Yes, the date is the 24th.
So, so as much as I don't want to do it, I will be voting for this.
all right. We ready to vote? All those in favor of having the meeting on October 19th, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Nay?
Nay.
Nay.
Okay, so I need a roll call vote then. Because I'm not sure how many nays I heard. Councillor Johnson,
Aye.
Councillor Christensen.
Aye.
Councillor Lissay,
No.
Councillor Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew,
No.
Councillor Holloway,
Reluctantly, aye.
Can't say reluctant.
I can say it want to say aye or nay, it's okay.
Councillor Watton,
Heard a nay. Aye.
Councillor Benson.
Nay.
Three. How many ayes? 1, 2,
I entertained another night, but nobody made a suggestion on another night.
4 yeses.
Friday.
Joe. Okay, we do have 4 ayes and 3 noes and.
One of those eyes was reluctant.
2 of them at least.
That was Mayor Pro Tem Mayhew, Councillor Say, Councilmember Lissay, and then Councillor Benson opposed. So it passes 4-3. So we will be meeting on October 19th at 6 p.m. for a special workshop. Right. Any other comments to come for this
Can't do your vote based on that.
Before-
It's not right.
council?
You know that.
Any further discussion regarding the mill site, PCI plan or development agreement?
Yeah, I gotta trust you more than
I hear some comments.
nothing. Side conversation, sorry.
All right, no side conversations. Okay, well, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Nay.
Fourth.
Oh my gosh, so we'll go with the Councilor Johnson and then
Actually
Councilor
didn't say anything that time.
Watton.
Unreluctantly, aye.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay?
I'm first out
Hearing
the
none,
door.
unanimously. Thank you,
I
everyone.
ain't gonna be made.
It is 8:31.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, City Sturbank. Thank you, Jason.